Here we go! Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Lines. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm your host, Arthaster. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's see. We got all kinds of stuff, and all kinds of different topics. Especially realizations, which I think are pretty interesting. Hello, Speaker of the Dead. Hello, butterflies. How are you two doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's great. Let's see if I can get this in the chat here real quick. Oh, drop it down. Post it in the chat. Oh, here it comes. Oh, there it is. Alright, get this party started. Pin that puppet up to the top like I usually do. Okay. What? Having trouble connecting. Check your internet connection. Well, it seemed to have made it onto the StreamYard. I don't care, or the YouTube channel, so I don't technically care. Hello, Lika Gome. How you doing tonight? I hope everything's well. Let's see what's going on here. No, nobody's come tonight. Just Captain Dickfuck. How you doing tonight? You like the intro? I just added a few little things. Actually, just one little thing. I believe that I think Loki made that. Yeah, I think Loki made that one. He made the original cut of it. I've been putting some vocal spins on it. How's everyone doing? I'm doing alright. I'm kind of sweating in my chair here, but yeah, I'm alright. I'm doing alright. It's a decent night out here in Carcosa. Let's see. It's definitely light jacket weather. Kind of foggy, especially up here. I don't think you came here to just talk about the weather. Nah. Excuse me. My throat felt a little dry. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Talking about, I got this thing. I was, looking at, how how desperate is Disney to push Star Wars? How far will they go? Well, I'm about to tell you how far they went. They made a deal with Dr. Squatch. How do I know? I actually got curious. And bought it. Let's see if I can do this without totally doxing myself. Not like any of you seen my face or anything, but okay. Let's see if I can do this. No. Okay, camera. Yes. Don't mind the cord. Nice little box. This is... Yes, and it does have both logos on it. It also has the Squatch logo on the side. Here's what I find cool. I don't think Dr. Squatch is going to save him. I don't think Dr. Squatch is going to save him either. But we got... I can't exactly see the chat right now because I'm kind of blocking my computer. But we got... we got 4 different scents here. And I gotta say... And each one of these underneath has the respective wielder's lightsaber underneath. And I thought that was cool. I don't know about it. But this is how low they're willing to go. But these are nice. I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. But I think it's sad for the state of Star Wars. I don't know if you guys can read it that fast. But I think it's kind of neat, but it screams of desperation to me. That's what it does. It screams. I should click that off. It screams desperation to me. Like, oh, how far has Star Wars fallen that they have to make their money through bar soaps? If that doesn't say anything about the state of Star Wars, I don't know what the fuck does. I mean, it pains me. I love Star Wars. The Last Jedi killed me. It like ripped a part of my soul. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not one to fucking do that. Something inside of me died when I saw The Last Jedi. Even more so when I saw the rise of Skywalker. They said they were going to make it better. You made it better, alright. Actually, you made it worse. Yeah. To be honest, I was I'm a fan. I was a fan of Doctor Squatch long before they got the Disney Star Wars deal. But then when I saw the collector's edition had okay, the one I wanted to try the most was the Darth Maul dragon fruit one. That thing smells so good. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, I caught myself smelling this thing for at least an hour. No lie. Have you ever had something smell so good in a shower that you actually just... I don't know if you heard a man say this, but it smells so good in the shower you just kind of want to stay there and smell it. Yeah, that's kind of what hashtag not sponsored by Dr. Watch. But if you do want to, Doctor, I mean, hit me up. I mean, WWE is the same way. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if just keep an eye out for your handmade soap companies and see if any other intellectual properties pop up. Because this is the way. Because if this does well, word's gonna get out. Speaker of the dead. You're cracking me up, man. Woo! What now? Okay, I thought it'd be nice. All right. If you want to come up, speak. Come on up. Come on up. The link is pinned at the top. Captain Deckard Spock. I think I saw him in here. If he'll come up and talk about this, I mean, or anything at all. Talk about anything. You could even change the subject on me. I don't like. Yeah, Lady Kagome, take care of yourself. You know what, Neopol Ricardo? As much as I don't like wrestling anymore, I'd love to see Edge mess up Rollins. Oh, Meta Rollins in a Hell in a Cell. That pretty boy needs a face rearranging. He's a heel that everybody loves to hate, Seth Rollins. If anything. I think I cut out the last time I was, I think the last time I watched a WWE match, I think, what's her name? Charlotte Flair was going up against, who was it, Neopol, for the It was Asuka, I think. That was the last time I saw anything WWE. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was. Oh, so even Seth Rollins is not exactly a veteran. Oh, I didn't know it was Seth Rollins' second time in a Hell in a Cell. I thought it'd be his first time. Like, yeah, that's how out of the loop I am. I have not seen for a long time. I kind of tuned out after. Tell you the truth, I think Asuka should have won that. I think Asuka is a lot more technical of a wrestler coming from the Japanese wrestling circuit than Charlotte Flair. I mean, the only reason Charlotte Flair is because of her dad. Her dad's Ric Flair. I mean, come on. It's basically wrestling legacy right there. Yeah, I remember that. The Hell in a Cell against The Undertaker. Yeah, I do remember that. And a lot of emojis. Yeah, it was anything with The Undertaker was great, but Taker he's not going to be wrestling forever. I think he just announced his retirement again. You can only do so much. He's been in there for decades. I mean, the guy wants to go out on a high note. Let him go out on a damn high note. I mean, come on. Don't bring him back out of retirement again. I don't know. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but that's the way I feel about it. What's your thoughts on it? I mean, The Undertaker has been around since I remember. Like, even he was on in the early '80s, even probably even before that, under other names. Yeah, that's what yeah, you sent me the Instagram post, and I can't remember where it was, but or Instagram or Twitter or something. I can't remember which one it was, but I read it, and he said he wasn't going to do it anymore. What the heck? I don't even know what is going on here. I don't know if you're on your laptop or whatever. Oh, it's been quick. Yeah, I had a feeling it had something to do with injuries. You did that on purpose. That's funny. Had to do with the injuries. I mean, he's not getting any younger. Let's face it. I wake up every morning, I sound like a damn Rice Krispie treat. I can only imagine what The Undertaker sounds like. That's a bowl of fucking Rice Krispies when you pour milk on them. You need to get your anger out a little. Well, it sounds like we need to do another game stream where Butterflies tries to play Doom or Quake or something. That's some fun. I don't know. Butterflies, have you ever played Quake before? I know Lady Mist is all for it. I knew she'd be all for it. Lady Mist is like, yeah! Oops. Yeah! And Leopold's like, I'm down with Doom. You did play with me, like, on the, but I was talking like, are you willing to do it on stream? But yeah. Because if you are, that'd be cool. I was actually thinking about doing that tonight, or something like that tonight. Firing up the game system and have me and Butterflies play. But then I was like, oh, I'll set up a StreamYards real quick. And this is like, do it, Butterflies. What did I do? Besides, not want to eat your... Yeah, she actually baked cookies. And I'm like, no, I'm not eating. I'm having a hard enough time with my, I feel like, I don't know what it is. It feels like I can't get enough to drink. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is, but, like, I can't get enough to drink, and my throat feels a little coarse. I don't know what it is, but it seems like I get enough to drink or something. But it's always like this around when it gets near fall months. I guess it might be allergies. That's probably what it is. It's probably just allergies. Because I'm like, I'm gonna lie, I'm allergic to dang near everything outdoor. I'm surprised I can even use Dr. Squatch soaps. I'm not kidding. Because they're basically all natural ingredients and everything. As far as I can tell, there's no soy. So, have I had my blood sugar checked? No. I doubt it has much to do with blood sugar. But if anything, if it make everybody feel better, I'd go get my blood sugar checked. If anybody, well, okay, I mean to ignore this, but Neopol said he's down with Doom. Do you have Doom Doom Eternal for the PS4? I've been meaning to ask you that. Or maybe you can grab Quake. It'd probably be a lot cheaper. We could even co-op that if you don't mind not skipping out on your trophies, because all those trophies you got to do. I think you got to do that shit in single player. I don't think you could do it in co-op. I haven't tested it out, but I'm probably gonna do a test on somebody's to see if, because I have all my regular trophies for the regular difficulty. Yeah, you made a cookie for me, yes, but never. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mean that either. See, we're just like any other couple. We have our little things. We have our spats. This is what a real relationship is. Sometimes we have our little spats. It could also be caused by all the medications I used to be on too. It could be messing with my have been messing with my, how do you say, genetic makeup, the way my body behaves. Like, I could be a little messed up for all that medications I didn't need. It could be that. There's so many different factors. So many things to factor into. Find a corner. Yep, that's what it is. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of soda. I drink a lot of. I, I drink tea. There's no pop or soda or whatever you want to call it. Apparently, Lady Miss wants a corner because I'm not taking care of myself or something. Well, I've been this way for years. It's not like it's gonna. It'd probably be kind of dangerous if I change now. But enough about me. Let's. I was gonna talk about some music and what I've been listening to lately is I've been listening to a lot of Japanese rock. Especially a lot of bands that did a lot of anime themes, like CL. I don't know if anybody knows who they are. If you're an anime fan, you probably know who Larkin CL is. They did some Lady Miss is killing me. Aren't wishing you played a game now. All right. I'm going to take a poll. Let's take it to the polls. We got polls. Do you butterflies to a game on the channel? And here we go. Polls up, everyone. Poll is blipped out. Oh, there they are. Okay, here we go. Jens Peter, how you do?
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, no, but yes. For butterfly. Are you playing game? I watched her before on game. She's quite good. She knows how to use a pad and that. Even though you was getting a bit pissed off because you didn't know where to go on the Minecraft. But once you found where
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft, you never know where to go because it's really.
Yeah, big map in it, sort of thing. Open world.
Yeah, it's basically a gigantic sandbox that has
Yeah.
Minecraft is.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you something though. Now I just your subjects about Japanese guitarists. Yeah, there is some pretty fast, hard Japanese guitarists and that. Yeah, you all.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of X Japan. I've heard of them when they did the cover of by Van Halen. That's when I got wind of them early in the 80s.
Right.
I think it was like 86, 87 when I heard about them.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Okay. And I know, like,
And
in the 90s.
a lot of people are like, how in the hell did you hear about X Japan? Well, I used to frequent a lot of record stores when I was a kid. So I was always in there listening to people talk about things, and I knew my interests and I knew what I was into. And I also knew that I liked Eddie. I also liked Eddie Van Halen. Rest in peace. And then I heard some say there's this Japanese group that did a cover of, and I'm like, what? Say that again? What are they called? And this is exactly how the conversation went down. They were called X Japan. Well, I need this. Where can I get a copy? Like now. I've got the money. Here, take money. I want to hear this. But they already had it. And they let me listen to it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is good. And I'm like, I'm sold. Here, take my money. I need this out.
Yeah.
Blood album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I might have heard of them because I've seen quite a bit of manga, you know, like, because that Kenji Nijura, there's some like heavy sort of like proper. So, like,
a lot of people got into X Japan when the Saw movies came out because they did a song for Saw 4.
Right.
And believe me that IV is actually one of their milder songs.
Right.
They are pretty hardcore, heavy kind of thrash.
Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, Lady Mist. All right, Butterflies. Yeah.
I think.
I tell you though,
But
Iron Maiden, yeah, they're not as musical as Iron Maiden. I find these like Japanese ones, but they're just as fast and hard as Iron Maiden.
oh yeah. No, they're actually quite progressive. I would actually call them progressive rock, progressive metal. I would say.
Yeah. Some of it, some of it's got some nice fucking joy. But you're saying Iron Maiden, though, they're like, but they are
Lady Miss
the top.
Jens. It's hard to hear.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Okay. I didn't hear much of a difference. Just go with the testing thing. Testing.
Testing.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Lady Miss says nope, still just bad.
Yeah. Might be something wrong with maybe your earphones or something. Because you can hear me all right, can't you, Dar? That's there.
Yeah, it seems to be okay on my end, but it's a little low. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm even turning my mic up a little bit so it goes a little in my ear. Vote instead of me. Let's. And so far it's 100%, but we still got almost. Let's see, we got a little over an hour and a half to go. So do me a favor, everyone, share this out. See if we can get more people. Get more people on here.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah, I'll come back to X Japan and people who do anime themes, mostly Japanese artists, but mostly Japanese rock, metal, and rap. But Larkin CL seems to be. They have a lot of good stuff. I can't find this one artist. They did what was that? Dead Man Wonderland. I love that song.
right.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched Dead Man Wonderland.
No, nothing I have. Right. What happens in it? Because sometimes there's films I might have seen, but not know the name.
That's a lot better. That's a lot better now. It's kind of like the Squid Game from Netflix.
Right. Hey,
Everybody's been talking about Squid Game, and I'm like, what could I equate to Squid Game, but Dead Man Wonderland? The only difference with Dead Man Wonderland, it wasn't just average people. These people were like convicts and prisoners and people with like some of them even were prisoners with like special blood magic powers. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's the only way I could describe their powers, like blood magic. And I'm cutting it. Apparently, Lady Miss.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Dead Man. It was a good anime, and I love the opening theme. The theme of Dead Man Wonderland almost reminds me of like Chester Bennington, Linkin Park type fools.
Right.
Almost, but
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about that. What's it? Squid Games. On the news today, like a bit of an article of like fucking 6-year-old kids copying some of the scenes out of the Squid Games, and they're all like kicking off, going, "Oh, should let the parents." They probably like watch the older brother or sister and that watch it. But I think it was funny. Someone complained saying, "Oh yeah, they shouldn't let kids play the Squid Game," and it's like, no, they're not playing the Squid Game. They're just pretending to like act out some of the scenes.
I swear, some people just need to let kids be kids.
Yeah.
Still letting kids be kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get hurt. Yeah, we're gonna run somewhere, slip in the mud, to scrape up our knees, get dirty, and get all kinds of effed up in the face, but falling on the pavement or wrecking or some shit. What the hell happened to getting hurt while having fun? I mean, now it's all lawsuit, 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 and I'm like,
Well,
get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was there. Sometimes won't even like let any of the kids do anything in it because they're lawsuits and that. Well, that's
It's
in,
like-
places, schools or whatever, where they can be sued. Now in your
Yeah.
playground, backyard and that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you how many times I fell from before I actually got it right, hanging upside down on the fucking monkeys.
Yeah. One of my mates broke their arm because they tried jumping off one of them, like, sort of monkey frame, sort of climbing.
Dude, that shit's fun.
Yeah, but he tried jumping off, and or it could have been like an helter-skelter thing. Anyway, he got his arm caught, and the weight of his body, like, broke his arm. He was only
Yeah,
about,
this
like,
is
10 or something. Toughed him up.
Butterflies
because,
has a point.
Yeah. I mean, like, 6 months later, he was okay after he got the pot removed off his arm.
You want to read this one out?
Right. Bright people, thank you. Have to be in a bubble all times and stay in and play games or in tablets. Oh yeah. Or in tablets, yeah, as in like giving them medication and that, yeah. They don't know how it is how it is like to go outside and play anymore.
Yep, pretty much. They don't know what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
The iPads and their tablets. Well, I can even say that I'm guilty. But I remember. Oh my gosh, do I remember getting dirty and wrecking bikes. Oh, yes. I remember. I was a regular freaking daredevil. I would do anything on a bicycle.
yeah, evil can evil. But yeah, kids they do need to go out and release some energy in that, and get like running or jumping or whatever, or play fighting or skipping or whatever.
I think that's why they invented the game The Floor is Lava. They actually made a game show of that. It's like webisodes of this TV show called The Floor is Lava, and people actually win money. Like The Floor is Lava is now a TV show. Go ahead, look it up. You could find it on YouTube even.
Yeah, so check it out and. What is... Oh, yeah, we got The Floor is Lava again.
It's a kids game anymore. Apparently, it is now a game show. It kind of reminds me of Legends of the temple. From I don't know if it remembers that from Nickelodeon, or am I aging myself again? That help.
You're right.
Greetings,
Feel like fun.
greetings, just another red shirt. Yeah, it's kind of like a fun where it looks like they put water in there with some like red food coloring and started to like it looks pretty cool. I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it, and this actually looks fun.
Well, for a kid, isn't it? You hearing that? Yeah. You see that one? He looks like he's probably fucking drowning or getting bitten by lava.
Yeah, you fall in the lava, you're basically counted out.
Yeah, look at the pain on his face. Do you think they'll like put loads of bleach in or whatever so it's pain in his skin just slightly? And like the costume they give him could have chemicals where touching this lava just sets off like electric muscle spasms, shocks, and all this shit.
You're just being sadistic.
Yeah. I want to see some fucking steaks. I just thought, that's back in the 80s where you get slammed. Now I want to see you getting slammed with like electric eels or something where there's a chance they could get electrocuted, fairly like have electric severe veins and all that. That's the game showing it. If you're not going to win your Xbox One, however they're giving nowadays as prizes. Oh, I'll tell you something. It's the prizes because it's fuck all. I'm not fucking dabbing around. You fucking like watery lava if I'm not getting any prizes at the end.
Yeah, if you actually get, the prizes for this game is I think over $10,000 or more.
Voting.
Three different teams.
Right. Yeah, that's the game you're on about. The like game you can buy for Rome and that. It says warning. Could get severe bad.
An arm or leg. If you actually try this at home.
Yeah, I've never seen this game. But like the home one, it looks like it was done in the 80s and all with them drawings.
Yeah, it almost looks like an episode of Double or some shit from Nickelodeon. But that's what it reminds me of. Just another red shirt. If you want to come up here and change talk or change topic or whatever, you're more than welcome to. The link's up at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, you lit up to smoke if you got them. I don't know what. I don't know if my the thermostat's on or the furnace or whatever, but I'm sweating like a hoe in church right now.
I'm alright. I'm not too bad. Boys, like not real cold on a night, but it's one of them where it's calmed down though. It's not one of them hot, sweaty nights where it's like fucking hell, you have to crack open a window or something.
It's one of those nights here for like It's one of those kind of nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You live in Texas, or
negatory.
all right.
No, don't live in Texas. Why is it because the semi quasi southern accent?
Yeah. So I'm presuming you live fucking somewhere near there, or you just work
I don't
in Dukes as a band.
I don't live that far south.
All right. The big Dukes Brothers fan then.
I do like Dukes of Hazzard.
They're the good old boys. Good other something.
Never meaning no harm.
Yeah, never meaning no harm.
It's all since the day they was born. Now that was a show. I was looking back at some of the older shows I missed because the wrong decade.
Yeah, true.
But I was looking at Smokey and the Bandit.
Yo, class.
Yeah, I was looking at Smokey and the yeah, roll it up and truck it. Yeah, they played that. I wonder if they got the royalties off. Way to go! Short time to get there. You get it. I wonder if they got royalties for that because they played that song. What 3-4 times?
No, he's in the film though, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 times in that movie. And what I was gonna mention was the whole man. Sally Field was hot.
Oh, it is so fucking like tomboyish way. Even though she looks alright in the wedding dress. She looks alright in the wedding dress and that.
No, I like Sally Field. Sally Field was.
Yeah, I like Sally Field, but I'm just saying she's a bit of a tomboy, especially in fucking Smoking the Bandit.
I don't really have a problem with tomboys because word salad, stutter city. Welcome to.
I don't look like Sally Field. But I'm just
saying, yeah, go ahead.
Well, that was it. I forgot what I was looking for then.
Did you forget how to spell Sally Field?
No, well, in fact, well, I just should put Smokey.
Smoke the Bandit. Yeah, I was checking that out.
Obviously, Burt Reynolds, but the other dude, he's the dude that sang Eastbound and Down, and I didn't know he sang it until a few years ago when I saw it on YouTube and that, and so it was him singing. He was like, "Oh fucking hell."
So he didn't even really need the royalties. Like, hey, here's my song. Just put it in there.
Yeah. Or else he could have written the song especially for that, but I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely his song. So yeah, he can just say yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the way they went. Like, yeah, here's a song for it. I wrote it myself. Here, you purple shit out of it.
Here we go. Nice looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you see you there in that, you look quite better. but in Smoking the Bandit, she acts quite like a dude.
Yeah,
Even though she looks real feminine.
of course it was back. It was back then that like everybody had that hair. Had that kind of feathered Farrah Fawcett kind of look.
Yeah.
Like that was the style for women back then. Farrah Fawcett feathered hair. Even for the men, like the long-haired men, had that hair look.
Oh yeah, fucking Guns N' Roses.
You remember the jokes on that '70s show?
No.
Use the whole Farrah Fawcett hair. Yeah, that shit was true. Yeah, I've been talking to some people that grew up in the '70s. Yeah, that stuff's true. Even the men use that Farrah Fawcett hairline for those long, luscious locks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, I also talked to beauticians that had time around these, and yes, that's the way it is.
Junior. I said Junior. Get your hand out.
Stylists, barbers, yeah. You name it, they'll confirm it. Hello, just another red shirt. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey there, Darkcaster. Hello. I'm doing well, thanks. And oh man, this is I couldn't get all the settings straightened out fast enough. This is a great movie.
Well, I'm glad.
It's a great movie.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah.
We could do a remake of this, but you know, because he's driving the car and that, it's like, oh no, they'd have to give him like
No.
Yeah, I know.
No, they'll probably make the
ruin.
Prius. No.
Yeah, they give him a Prius.
I know. Yeah, I know. So
And
that's up to it.
No, they made one, maybe two sequels to this, and they were both awful. I mean, this was
that's what I heard.
This thing just worked, and they were trying too hard when they made the sequels.
Well,
and this one literally
number 2 ain't too bad though. But I know number 3's a bit crap because it hasn't even got Burt Reynolds. Well, it has, but he has like a fucking 2-minute cameo bit where he's like a dream to the sheriff and that. But
okay,
it wasn't so bad. It was one of them where. Compared to the first one, like the 2 and 3 don't have that much going for it. But number 2 ain't too bad, but 3 is quite poor.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But wasn't this Sally Field's big break? This is what kind of launched her into stardom. Like she had roles before, but this like, Smokey and the Bandit was the one.
Well,
that launched.
Yeah, she was on TV before.
Yeah, she was on TV.
Whether she'd done movies.
But this was the movie. This was the movie that launched her into superstardom.
Yeah, it's also the movie that
excuse me.
The movie that started the relationship between Sally Field and Burt Reynolds. The chemistry on screen with this is real.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, that's real chemistry right there.
Yeah, they were deciding, it might be fun to hang around with you a lot for a while.
That's all I have to say about that.
Number 2 is quite alright. Compared to number 1, it might be not as good, but it's alright. But number 3 though.
Number 2 was a number 2.
No. Number 2 was alright because it was just as fucking good as Cannonball Run 2. So. But number 3,
that's not saying much.
That's like I heard that Buckaroo Banzai and Little China were supposed to be one big movie, but they split them apart.
Thank God.
Like, yes, thank God.
I know I forget his name, but he plays the bandit, like Burt Reynolds. So, well, not he don't play his part. He plays a different dude, but he is like the bandit because the sheriff. Because the plot is that the sheriff doesn't know that it's not Burt Reynolds in that car, and so the sheriff thinks it's Burt Reynolds, the bandit, but it's not. It's him. Yeah.
Sorry about
1 and
that.
2 though as well.
Dropped something on my mouse. So I had to like, oh shit, try to fix it. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about 2. I didn't really watch 2. I remember as a kid, my mom and dad having it on VHS. And they watched it, and I'd catch glimpses of it every now and then. Like, usually when I'm taking a break from Castlevania runs, because, I was really big into Castlevania, and I guess they just used it to wait a while or something so they could watch a guilty movie or something, have some couple time or something. Well, try to figure that out. Gotta make time when you can as a parent, I guess.
Yeah, if it's bringing you back sort of unwanted memories, then yeah, that's why you don't want to see Smokey the Bandit. So
yeah, I don't remember too much. I didn't even know there was a 3 to be honest.
Yeah, well,
I knew there was a 2.
Yeah, well, the only reason why I know there was a 3 is because I was so big on 1 and 2. I thought, oh yeah, I watched number 3, and then I didn't realize they didn't have like because I think it might have been on TV, and you know when you see Smokey and the Bandit 3, you're like, oh right, and then you're watching it, and it's like, where's Burt Reynolds? It's like, oh no, is this dude? That's his name because.
Yeah, there was this lady when I was down in Charleston. I was talking to her. She loved Burt Reynolds. She I met her. I forget where I met her. I think it was a tour of the Capitol, and she showed me pictures of her house, and she has Burt Reynolds stuff everywhere house. Like, she was super fan Burt Reynolds. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a cardboard cutout in her bedroom.
Yeah. Well, he was a big heartthrob in his day, like in the 80s. Late 70s.
I mean, he was...
80s.
Yeah, he was a hot property back then. He was... Woo! Turn on the fire alarm. Woo! Woo! Call the fire department. We got a hot...
Yeah. Jerry Reed, I think he was played. And it might have been that some of the scenes was filmed with Burt Reynolds, but he might have walked out halfway through, so they reshot scenes with Jerry Reed playing the role.
Jerry
That's
Reed,
what it suggests there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he is the guy though. That Jerry Reed is the guy who wrote and sang Eastbound and Down. In fact, he sang all the songs. He sang all the songs in Smokey and the Bandit. If I remember correctly.
In that case, and in Jerry Reed, then should you put cast? Should I find his name?
When I was little, I always got confused because I was like, Smokey? I'm like, since there's two of them in that, like, Jerry Reed, and then there was Burt Reynolds, and then Sally Field. Like, sounds like a guy's name. Which one's Smokey? Nah,
It's CD
I mean, I know now.
Right, you know now.
Yeah.
But back then, yeah. I mean, I was in high school
I didn't
when
know.
it came out, so I knew people who had CVs. So yeah,
When I saw it on
I knew what they were. I knew what they were.
Yeah, my dad had a CB in the basement, and I used to fool around on that. And I used to talk to truckers as they'd go back for the mill.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I actually had a CB handle. I believe I went by a Sub-Zero. Probably because it was in the early 90s when I figured out how to talk on a CB, so Mortal Kombat came out, and I was like, hey, I'm going to make my handle Sub-Zero because that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was Jerry Reed, and yeah, who played Bandit in the thing, but he grows a tash, and yeah, it's like I fucking didn't recognise him, so I thought it was different because he. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he did have like.
Now, who's that in the third one? She looks familiar. The lady.
Colleen Camp. It says that there. It looks like. I think that's her. The name doesn't ring a bell with me.
I think she only played in a couple other things. I think she was in some horror movies. I can't, for the life of me, I can't recall which ones. My mind is all scribble. So let's see.
But you know, Jackie Gleason introduced a word into vernacular with the first movie. He was so
what was that?
He had to swear and call people names so often that he started trying to come up with creative ways of saying epithets and things, and he turned "son of a bitch" into "some bitch," and
that's that.
He invented that, from what I understand.
Came from.
Yeah, that was him in Smoking the Bandit, the first movie, and he invented that because he's like, I'm just tired of saying all those syllables. And he just said, "You some bitch." That's for apparently.
You some bitch.
Yes. So yeah, his character was, come on, Jackie Gleason was a very funny guy, and all the way through the 50s, 60s, did the Honeymooners, and when they brought him onto this project. He was, he really was the comic relief in this movie. He was the most comedic element, and he played it so over the top. And you have to feel like he must have been having a ball playing Buford T. Justice.
Oh yeah.
Like that other dude in Live and Let Die, who plays the sheriff.
Yeah, different actor, but yes, also overcooked. He was also, by the way, in he was in Man with a Golden Gun as well. Same character, same actor, same character.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's because he goes, I know you. And Bob looks at him and goes, oh shit.
It's like, I know you some bitch.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey.
That was good. That was good for a laugh all by itself when he recognizes James and James turns and looks at him in horror. Oh, no, not you again.
Yeah, the shopping at a market and his wife's like, can we buy this donkey? And he's like, hell no, you ain't having that liberal fucking stuff in my house.
Right.
Oh, that's me. That was a laugh.
Well, Roger Moore played Bond for as in a campy way.
Yeah, tongue in cheek all the way through.
All tongue in cheek all the way. I don't think he liked the character very much, so he
No, he
decided
loved
to
him.
play him.
No. Fucking Roger Moore loved fucking Bond because he was going to play Bond, but he was doing the Saint, and so.
Yes.
But no, he loved Bond.
Yeah, he was playing Simon Templar in the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think why he did it, the tongue in cheek sort of thing, is because Sean Connery sort of like did the more serious. So I think he was like, right, well, I'll do it a bit more tongue in cheek sort of thing, and like yeah. Roger Moore was one of them people though who did like to do like comedy more than serious acting.
I think The Saint was one of my mother's guilty pleasures because she likes Roger Moore and all that. And she's the one into Dark Shadows.
Oh, I remember that.
When I got to reading Salem's Lot, and she's like, "This is about vampires. You should watch a show that I used to watch when I was a kid. It was called Dark Shadows." I'm like, Dark Shadows? Yeah, Dark Shadows. It's got vampires in it. You'd like it. And I'm like, okay, Ma. So I start watching it, and it was good. I liked it. But that was the good Dark Shadows.
The original, yes. Yeah.
In the 80s, it was okay, but not the, like, I like it, but I don't like that Dark Shadows. No. Just give me what was it? Roger Moore as Barnaby any day.
That would be interesting. Yeah, but Live and Let Die is one of my favorite Bond movies, even though it's probably not the best Bond movie, but I will still go back and rewatch that. Because of the boat chase. Everybody does car chases. This car chase is dime a dozen. That was a boat chase that was cool.
Yeah. Apparently, apparently, because I've got the extras in that. That boat scene wasn't like choreographed or out until like a day or two before they had to film it, and it was just basically right. Well, we'll just do this, and like one of the stunt boat drivers who was chasing after Bond, he crashes one of the boats by accident because I forget what it's called, but the stream that a boat leaves.
The wake. The wake.
Yeah. The other boat hit the boat in front's wake, and it like put him off, and then he crashes, and he wasn't supposed to crash, but they left it in there because it was like, right, well, it seems all right. It goes with the sort of like film.
Yep.
I said to a bit right where people are like saying, "Oh yeah, whether James Bond should be white or black or Asian or whatever." The scene
I don't care what color he is, as long as he does a good role. I don't really give a shit what color he is.
Well, I fucking do, because James Bond should be white, and for this reason only. In Live and Let Die, when Roger Moore enters the fillet of soul for the first time, it's like only a white dude can have that response. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, he enters like a black sort of soul club that they all just stop and just stare at him, thinking, "What the fuck's he doing in here?
Yep.
Like, yeah. You remember? And then he's like, gets like told, oh yeah, what do you want? And he's like, oh, give me a scotch, neat. And he's like, oh, what? He's like, no ice. He's like, oh, that's extra, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
That seems
Well, yeah.
funny.
oh yeah. Say Roger Moore, he does like if he can to put humour in whatever sort of film he was doing, because like most of the films it was Bond, and they was all like, but he did a few after Bond, but there was mostly comedies, I think.
Did you either of you ever see the movie Folks with Roger Moore?
No. Hello,
He plays
Sherry.
Oh, Sherry. He plays a really eccentric character who's essentially training his own private security force.
Oh,
And
it's on the
terrorists
oil
have
rig.
taken over. And terrorists have taken over an oil rig.
Yeah,
And they they got to get him because he's the one man they say can actually pull this
yeah,
off. And he's such an eccentric, odd bird. He
yeah.
plays it deadpan. Plays it utterly deadpan, but he's just so weird.
Yeah, just another shit. He's like has a fondness for knitting, and so there's like this like
Yeah.
it's like SAS sort of negotiations going on with terrorists whilst he's knitting a fucking scarf or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Since I'm not like a hardcore fan of, I have a question.
Sure.
When did the whole martini shake and not stir thing get started?
I thought that was Connery.
Like the book from about
From the books, yeah.
2 or 3 with the book Dr. No.
Yeah.
So it was real early on with Connery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 10 years later, they like did the film, and it was one of them. Oh no, just say Casino Royale, because it was one of them where Casino Royale is the first book, and when they went to do it back in the 60s, they thought like Casino Royale would have been a bit boring for the audience or something, so they wanted to get Bond straight in the action straight away, and that. So that's why they did Dr. No.
Yeah. And in Dr. No, Darth, Dr. No, when Bond is brought into his headquarters and he confronts him, Dr. No is playing the good host, and he says, "Get Mr. Bond a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred." And Bond.
So it's not even Bond that says it.
No, the first time it's that Dr. No already knows what he drinks. That's the point. Dr. No knows that's his beverage. And he's showing off his knowledge that you're not a secret to me, Mr. Bond. I know everything about you.
Everything about you. I know what you drink, where you're wearing, all that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's Dr. No being the evil genius. Yes.
Yeah, getting into Bond's head, trying to play mind games with him. But Bond films.
But that's an evil genius.
Yeah, but in Bond films, there is a lot of mind games going on, because like Bond is one of them that goes in and pisses at whoever's like head bad guy. He pisses him off by like with Roger Moore especially acting like they're nothing and that. And just sort of like
a spy game is what it is. It's all about intelligence, counterintelligence, what information and intel you have on your enemy and whatnot.
Yeah, but in like Goldfinger, like Sean Connery as Bond, he pisses off fucking Goldfinger by like because he's cheating at cards. Yeah, Goldfinger's cheating at cards, and he's got this bird who's like got binoculars and can see the cards because they're playing outside of his opponent, and then he's got a radio, like two-way or one-way radio in his ear and turn on the card, and Bond to piss him off, like shags the fucking bird who's like helping him fucking cheat, and makes him lose because he's like, oh yeah, start losing, and all. He's like, yeah, he just really plays like mind games sort of thing with like Goldfinger, which pissed Goldfinger off that much that he killed the bird who was helping him by like painting it gold. And then like Bond pissed off. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, he challenges Goldfinger right from the off.
Yeah.
Gets right in his face.
Yeah, he gives Goldfinger and all that chance to like, look, I'm gonna fuck you over if you don't stop doing whatever you're thinking of doing. But because Goldfinger's too much in debt and he's too far in, he don't take that advice.
Another question: was Dr. No a female originally in the book?
No,
I thought not.
No. It was pretty much what the film was, where he was half Asian, half fucking well, quarter Asian, quarter Mongolian or something, quarter American, quarter French or whatever. I don't know.
So
but he's
some type of. That way.
Yeah. He's a dude that's like got like loads of well, not loads, but he's got at least 4 sort of like different nationalities of DNA in him, because that's why like he's got no real place of like he has got like
he has no loyalty.
But Darth Hester, that's racist.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, not fiance's like a 3/4 like.
Basically, what it means is that
Korean.
Dr. No has no allegiance to any country or people, so he feels himself, he's basically part of Spectre. He's the first character we meet who's part of Spectre. I'm not sure we know that in the movie. We might find that out in a later movie where they talk about how our operative Dr. No. They mentioned that. But he is Spectre, and he is part of their plans.
Yeah, because in the one after Dr. No's From Russia with Love, I think it's mentioned in that, because it's where that old woman with the shoe and the spike in her shoe, and because he like saying to her, don't fuck up or else you're gonna get one.
Yeah, and a very young Robert Shaw, who gave Sean Connery a run for his money as the most handsome man in the film.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like he plays the Russian sort of like double
assassin. He plays the assassin. Well, Shaw plays the assassin that Spectre brings in to kill Bond.
Yeah, the Russian trained assassin. Yeah, who does an English accent and that, doesn't he? In that, but because he fucks up on ordering red wine with fish or white wine with meat, one of the two, he fucks up, and then he's like. Goes like, oh yeah, you're no English, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of Shaw's more interesting parts.
Yeah.
He
got quite fucking trim for that, because the fight scene in the train carriage and that, it was one of them where they both did, I think, most, if not all of it, fucking 90% of it or whatever, because and they both knew that it was going to be on screen and that, so they wanted to make it look good because they knew it was going to be played forever and ever, and so they proper like went into it, sort of like didn't hold back much.
Yeah, no, that was, and it was them. It had to be them because you're filming in a train compartment. You can't pull back very far.
Yeah,
because that's a pretty enclosed space. Those train cars. You ever been in a train car?
Yeah, it's about the size of a
Those
large
things are
closet.
tiny.
yeah,
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so they were forced to. The actors really had to do it. They couldn't use a stunt double for much of it at all, unless they wanted to do a million cuts the way they do with the new Equalizer. But yeah, Robert Shaw looked like he'd spent the previous year in a gym.
yeah. Well, Sean Connery got found doing bodybuilding competitions, even though he was pretty much the same size he was as Bond, because like he not gone, and it was the 60s, and so you didn't get really fucking jacked that much, even though there were a few jacks. But I think he was trying to get jacked, but then he got the Bond role, and so he just kept at like that sort of size.
Well, he was fit, not muscle bound, which was perfect for Bond.
Yeah. Well, as I say, he was starting, so like if he hadn't got that Bond part, he probably would have tried to get more rips and jacks. But because he got the Bond part and that, they're like probably said to him like, well, you don't have to get ripped or jack. Just make sure you can act. So,
Yeah.
Because Ian Fleming
Right.
and all. Ian Fleming. Oh, I forget who Ian Fleming wanted. I think it was he did the Casino Royale, the spoof one. Not Jack Niven. Someone Niven. David Niven.
Larry Niven. David Niven.
Yeah. I think that's who. Ian Fleming wanted it. If it wasn't him, it might be someone else, bit like David Niven. But I'm sure it was David Niven. He wanted to play Bond, but for some reason, I think he might have been too old or whatever, or like not wanting the part.
He may not have wanted it. He may not have wanted it. They offered it to Patrick McGowan. That's my avatar here. They offered it to him twice. He turned it down both times because he didn't like the character.
Yeah, and
he did not want to play Bond.
Yeah, Batman, Adam West, he got offered it, but he didn't think he could do a good enough British accent for that role, as it'd been like the main sort of in them days, big sort of fucking figure. So you had to get the accent right, and because he didn't think he could have got the accent good enough, that he turned it down. Yeah, but Ian Fleming.
So let me see. Yeah, well, Christopher Lee. A quick story before you go on with Ian Fleming, because when you're talking about who Ian Fleming wanted, there's an interesting story I've heard, which is that Christopher Lee, the actor, knew Ian Fleming during World War II in intelligence.
Christopher Lee is Ian Fleming's cousin.
Okay, well that would make sense then. So Christopher Lee, in an interview a number of years ago, I forget the context of the statement. I don't remember whether he was asked directly or he just volunteered this, but he said, the actor who's played James Bond that most closely matches Ian Fleming's concept of the character in terms of looks, build, and so on is actually Pierce Brosnan.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that Ian Fleming probably was the happiest with, or would have been the happiest with. Would be Pierce Brosnan. That was the slim, debonair, elegant. So Roger Moore was close, but Pierce Brosnan was according to Christopher Lee, Pierce Brosnan was the closest to what Ian Fleming was visualizing when he was coming up with James Bond.
Yeah. Because like he wasn't so happy with Sean Connery because
No.
I think he didn't like the way he looked. As in, I think he saw him too brutish. As in, like he wanted him someone more elegant and suave and sophisticated, sort of more looking. But when Sean Connery was playing the part in that, Ian Fleming's like changed his mind and said, "Oh yeah, he played it good and that he was happy with it." Because at first he wasn't, but then like I think it was the way like Sean Connery did sort of do the like suave sort of like stuff where I think with being Scottish, Ian Fleming thought, "Oh no, I don't think he'd be able to be suave enough," but pulled it off though.
Well,
I don't think he could have either.
Connery, for a lot of it, I think, played it as an understated character, which is why it's such a contrast with Roger Moore, and sort of the campiness Roger Moore brought to it. Connery, when it wasn't an action scene, was he'd just turn and look at somebody, not much more reaction than that. Just turn and look. He looks down at the laser coming at him, and Ian Goldfinger turns and looks at Goldfinger and just says casually, "Do you expect me to talk?" And Goldfinger, of course, Gert Frobe, way over the top with his character as a Bond villain, goes, "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." And the contrast is so marked. It's like, James, you're about to be cut in half with a laser. A little more emotion and a little more, intensity would be, understandable. But no, he's just cold as she's just chill.
Yeah, well, that's Bond in it for you. He's like on a sort of like death sort of wish because he just don't care because he's like, well, obviously. When there's like severe pains where you're going to get a laser through your groin, then yes, there is sometimes a fucking bit of panic will set in. But usually, Bond just don't care because he's like wants to go on these suicide missions.
Because he's Bond. He's just cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
But the movies were, they started out really trying. I mean, Dr. No is really trying to match the book. It doesn't quite hit all of the points in the book. It doesn't spend enough time in the ventilation system, which turns out not to be just a ventilation system. It's actually a test for Bond to see if he can get through it. But of course, as time went on, they got further and further from the books.
Well, like the Live and Let Die film is like totally different from the book. Well, not totally different, but quite different. Because
well, the one that shares the first I remember that shares only a title is The Spy Who Loved Me.
Yeah.
I mean, that was set at a motel. That was set in a motel in upstate New York in the book. And James Bond's only in the last, 20 pages of the book.
Yeah.
It's a damsel in distress that is been kidnapped and being held at this motel, and James just happens to drive by and come to the hotel thinking, well, maybe I can get a room for the night, and he winds up taking out the two rescuing her.
Yeah.
And it's told from her point of view.
Right.
So
I didn't catch much of any of that, Darth.
So that was just happenstance then.
Yes, it was. The whole book is about a coincidence. a happy accident, and it's totally different from the movie, not even remotely close.
Yeah, because some of these books and all, it was like quite shortish, some of them, and so they had to like use blend two together to make a film. I forget which two they used, but I know it was like two short stories like making into one. But yeah,
Yep.
a bit too early in the morning. Remember, yeah.
And hello, Cat.
Yeah, I'm thinking if anyone who wants to make some money and get James Bond like back to an established, well, it is an established brand because it didn't fuck up too bad at the movie, but an established masculine balls to the wall brand. You need to get oh shit, I forgot his name. Play Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. You need to get Henry Cavill in and sort of like do a bit of Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan sort of style where there's a bit of that comedy element in that, but obviously not too much.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
the problem
but
with that is, I think the problem there is that you'd have to resurrect Cubby Broccoli because Barbara isn't interested. I don't think she's interested in that style of that sort of James Bond. She's got a whole new idea, and I'm not sure I want to know what it is.
Well, I'll tell you something. If she hadn't, or I think it was Barbara Broccoli who probably one who instigated all the reshoots. But if they hadn't fucking done them reshoots and made Bond less of a pussy in that, yeah, it would have failed. But luckily enough, they made him a boring cunt, but at least he still had his balls.
Yes. It wasn't a good movie. I was on a stream where I said I called it a dog's breakfast.
Yeah, no,
it's put together from all sorts of different pieces and parts.
Yeah, but no, I think I'd have to disagree. It was a good movie, but it was a fucking terrible shit Bond film. Because
I'll give you that, yes, because sometimes it felt more like a Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah. Because if like say,
that's what my friend said. He said it shouldn't be called a James. Shouldn't even have been classified as a James Bond movie. You call this movie by any other name, it probably would have sold.
Yeah. Well, I say like if people Daniel Craig had like done that part, but it wasn't James. It was like fucking Jim fucking Green or whatever. You know, an ex-spy and that, and he's got it'd have been a good fucking film. It'd been but for a Bond film, fucking terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was disappointed. I will put it mildly.
Yeah. Luckily enough, though,
they keep writing. But I think it'd be hilarious as if they keep writing and then start branching into Austin Powers villains and villainesses, because you'd actually see one of the Bond girls named a lot of vagina.
Yeah.
Because even though Austin Powers was kind of like a spinoff of spy movie,
it was a parody, wasn't it? It was a bit of a homage, though, because you could tell.
It was.
I'd watched a lot of Bond films and spy movies.
Now those I'd watch because I loved Mike Myers and I loved his Wayne character, Wayne's World, and I loved his Wayne and the Wayne and Garth character in SNL. Even I even like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was such a parody. Yeah, but that was such a parody of Bond that they've I don't know, they have to stay away from anything that looks like a trope that was put into Myers movies, because just people are immediately going to conflate the two, and that doesn't reflect well on James Bond.
I do have news. The new Chucky TV series, the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it. No spoilers, but I do think this we need in entertainment. Chuck brings it back to that unapologetic, no fucking 90s style entertainment that I believe that we are missing today. And I even had a rant. Like, I was talking to Butterflies earlier and went on about this. Like, I just got done watching it, and I'm like, this is what the entertainment industry needs. Just a good movie with a good story and good characters, and it even has gay characters, but it's done right. It fits the narrative, and I don't have a problem with it. The only time I actually have a problem with this is when it feels forced. It doesn't feel forced.
All right.
You could take that or leave it, but I believe the way I see it, it's done right. I don't feel any different because they're gay. No. I like her.
Okay.
And I like, no, Chucky's not gay. No, Chucky doesn't have a case of the gay.
Right, I was saying,
Chucky's a doll.
he had a
Chucky.
He had a fucking bride, I know that.
Yeah, I think we've all figured he's not gay.
Right.
Chucky's still not gay.
Who is?
But anyway, the new kid in the TV that gets the doll is gay.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
it doesn't matter. They touch on why he is, but it serves the story.
Well,
It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like they're preaching to us.
no, well,
It's just
if
good
it's
storytelling.
done right, yeah, if it's done right, like good propaganda, when it's done right, you don't notice it.
Batman D.D. Myers is relieved that it gets Darth Hasser's stamp of approval. The first Chucky episode was really good. I think it's even, if you can even check it out on YouTube even.
All right. Well, Darth Astor, I got to get going. I got
Well,
stuff I got to do here.
Thank you for popping in, just another red.
Oh,
And Darth Hasser says it's good. That's all he. I'm glad somebody kind of takes my word on something.
All right. Well,
I'm
gentlemen,
not just sounding like I'm all batshit crazy up here. I'm glad you can actually come up and share some of your knowledge with me. That was really interesting.
Oh, good. No, I had a lot of fun. I'll definitely be seeing you around. Take care, Jens, and everybody in the chat. Be seeing you.
Leader, have a good night. Just another red shirt. And the long and the short, I'd give it a 10. Episode 1.
Hey.
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you up.
It's got everything it needs.
Yeah.
Everything it needs. They keep the story with the doll is a magical doll. It has the soul of the Ray the Killer. It keeps the original origin, so
Right.
it doesn't stray from canon. So
Right.
it's just a continuation. It's just a continuation,
All right.
and it's
Right,
good
yeah,
so
yeah.
far.
Right.
I don't think the second episode's out yet, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the second episode's out yet. It's actually being aired on USA and Sci-Fi right now. So they just put the first episode last weekend
Right.
or something.
Mm. Yeah, because everyone
Even Neopol was ranting about it. It was good, and I went in. I saw it when I was looking at my recommendations on YouTube, and it kind of popped up. So I was like, hey, yeah, I'll watch this.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I took a look at it, and it is good. It is good. I would watch it. If I had cable, I would watch it.
Right. Yeah. Because The Evil Dead did a good job on that with the series on that.
What Dead? Are you talking about Ash versus the Evil Dead? That's old news.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I loved Ash
sorry.
versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
love
I
that. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. It was good though. Yeah. It sort of like finished, didn't it? It had a sort of like ending where it ended anyway.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was a crazy ending, but yeah.
Because it was one of them
Well-
where I don't know if they did any other seasons after that, but they could have done because they did sort of like set it up sort of thing where they could have done, or I don't know if they did. Bruce Campbell, I don't know if he wanted he did it or next fucking thing, but
I don't know if you notice or not, but he's looking a little rough around the edges.
yeah, but he could get away with Ash because that was his sort of like persona where.
Okay, you're right. As far as I'm concerned, Bruce Campbell is fucking Ash. Okay, yeah, I get you. I truly understand.
Because he was sort of like kicking ass on that, but he was a bit out of shape. But they played to that sort of fucking laugh though, didn't they? Because at the beginning bit where you wear fucking Deep Purple space trucking and that, and you see him with his fucking mask thing and that, and his fucking false teeth and everything.
Yeah, those were good movies. Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2. Not,
Yeah, because
I didn't really for the remake. I
no.
it just oh.
Okay, now talk about fucking missing the fucking point of Evil Dead, especially Bruce Campbell's character. But one of them
Wasn't it even Kazudo directed or produced by Bruce Campbell himself?
what the Evil Dead first one?
Reboot.
Oh, the reboot. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody, as far as I can tell, they're gonna have to really, really impress me to
Yeah.
take the crown of Ash away from Brimble.
But he's still fucking sort of like is Ash, isn't he? Because like that bit sort of like they'd have to wait like a good 20 years, I reckon.
Unless Doom's real, I don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's Duke. Yeah. Nukem is basically just an amalgamation of Ash Williams, Schwarzenegger movies, and one-liners from They Live. Basically, he's like, "Hail to the king, baby." Damn, all these aliens. I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And bubble gum.
I'm all out of gum.
Yeah, that's the way it was. But I miss the days where those unapologetic, no fuck giving type of
they're going to be coming
video
back.
Games and movies.
Well, they're going to be coming back, aren't they? They're going to make a comeback. Maybe it might be sort of one where we'll be living like fucking the like scavengers in fucking Demolition Man underground eating rat burgers,
but
playing fucking some good video games, but it's coming back because no one could fucking put up with this shit. Especially
okay, I gotta answer this. My thoughts on what the second is about. I'm not really gonna try to predict anything because I wanna be surprised. But I have a feeling it'll have something. Do I idea who's gonna bite it next? Sure, I do, but I keep that to myself because if you do go watch, I kind of want to. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. But I'm surprised with what they're getting, like the kind of kills they're getting away with on TV. It looks good. It's good. Oh my gosh. Like for a slasher type movie like Charlie to be done in a TV series. Of course, they did it first with Scream. I believe it was an MTV Productions. It wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. Of course, then I really wasn't looking for anything. I'd probably have to do a review. But I remember enjoying it. I remember enjoying this MTV series. But that's back when I kind of lived. You know, like I wasn't always on my own. I've been from place to place here in the past few years. And so sometimes I didn't. And when I got out on my own, I was like, I cut the cord. I was like, the hell with it. I'll just go straight up internet. Cable companies can kiss it. I'm not doing cable anymore.
Yeah. Because you can get like thingy, they're out of fucking licensed films, so they're free to watch. Those are like old films and that, and there's lots of them. Because
what are you talking about? The Edge of Time.
What? Yeah.
Like a new
Exposure
oxygen.
to
What?
plasma disease carried by cats.
Yeah, I'm.
Of developed psychosis in young people already at risk. A new organ study has found origin. Is that origin or organ?
Yep.
Yeah.
Origin? Is it supposed to be origin? Let us know in the
It-
chat.
Yeah, it's one of them where it's like nearly 5 o'clock in the morning.
I don't
where
know
am.
how that's even related to what we were talking
Yeah.
about, but okay. That is
Hey, well,
random.
hey, no,
Is random to get.
Hey, Daft. That's that.
Yo, Yen.
Do you remember your fucking thing? It was like chatting anything you want, sort of thing. Random.
Yep,
chat.
true.
Oh yeah, that's why that comes up. Good job we didn't get some gay porn like someone did on mine, but because I put the link in the chat and didn't vet the person.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need in.
Yeah.
So some.
Yeah, it's like you can show porn, at least show fucking female lesbian. But you can show gay porn, show female lesbian porn.
All right, everybody. Let's see. Well, how's this going? Butterflies to play a game of my choice on the channel. That's the poll that's going.
Yeah, I say yeah. I say yeah.
Yeah. % yes right now.
Mm.
Whew. I don't know, but a fun night, ladies and gents. Hope you guys stay awesome. Yeah, you have a channel.
Yeah.
You got a channel. Let's.
Yeah. Sometimes Blue Tack Baby Yoda get me channel, but Jens
You
Pedder.
talk to Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I did a Blue Tack Baby Yoda. I made out of Blue Tack.
Oh, cool.
Pull it up. Give me a sec.
Let's- Okay. Seem to be coming lines there, yes.
I'll just having a look. With Blue Tack Baby Yoda. Right down because it was like not one of the first ones, but I've done quite a few sort of streams and other stuff. There we go.
Yep, everybody. There's the link to Jens Peters' YouTube channel. I put in the chat. Everybody have a great night, great weekend. Stay awesome. Stay safe. Take care. Wear this world of bars. Have a gold one.
Yeah, good night.